To create a new voice broadcasting campaign, you must first click on Create Voice Broadcast. This will bring up a new window. In this new window, you'll want to fill in the fields with information that you want your campaign to be about. You'll first want to name the campaign. You'll then want to give it a description, something that distinguishes it from any other campaign. You'll then want to create the caller ID name, such as your business name, and then the caller ID number. The Never Call Before dropdown is when you want to have the dialer never call before based on the area code that you're calling to. So if you're on the East Coast and you're calling a West Coast area code, you'll want to make sure that you call them at 8 o'clock their time. The same goes for the Never Call After. Max Agents refers to how many agents you have available to take any calls should you be having your leads press a number to speak with them immediately. If you enter a 0, then that is unlimited. The transfer to number is the number that you would like to have your leads transferred to once they press the key to speak to one of your representatives live. The transfer backup number is for if the first number is busy, where should it transfer the next set of leads. The dial rate is how many calls you would like the dialer to make within 1 hour. For example, if you put in 1,000, then the dialer is calling 17 phone lines per minute. If you put in 10,000, the dialer is calling 3 calls per second and 167 lines per minute. If you place a check mark next to Use AMD, then the dialer will use answering machine detection, and it will also play messages to answering machines. You must check Leave a Message for the dialer to leave a message when it reaches an answering machine. If you place a check mark next to Wait for Silence, then the dialer will wait until after the beep to play the message. Transfer on other DTMFs means that if your leads press any button on their phone, they will be transferred to you. You do not want to check this if you're doing a survey. If you place a check mark next to Record Transfers, then the dialer will record all of the calls that are transferred to your agents. If you place a check mark next to Voicemail on Transfer Fail, that means that if this line and this line are both busy, then you can play a message for your leads. If you want to have the dialer transfer your leads to one of your available representatives, you'll want to make sure that in your message you state which key they press, and it will need to coincide with what you have here under Transfer Key. If you state in your message that your leads can press 9 to be placed on the Do Not Call list, you need to make sure that this is selected here as a 9. If you state in your message that your leads can leave you a message if they press 2, then you'll want to make sure that this says 2. Once you have everything the way you want it, click on Add Phonecast. You now have your first campaign.